We're doing another dive here in Mike Beach Resort located in Dumaguete. Look at his resort. Isn't that beautiful? It's all made of cogon grass.
Yes.
And everything is natural. And here are divers. Are these guys from Europe, Mike?
We've got some Australians. I think we've got some Eastern Europeans and a few Americans. We get them from around the world.
And look at this professional dive master of yours, the long hair guy, huh?
You've got to be long haired,
Yeah.
right?
Don't forget. You plan your dive, you dive your plan. If there's no plan, don't dive.
There you go. Yeah, a good briefing is important every dive, huh? Especially with tourists and people that are coming from other places. We want to make sure they have a good, safe dive.
Exactly. Especially, well, that's no problem, JM, because JM is one of the sons of Mike here, and he wants to learn how to dive too. JM is just a small boy, 3-year-old. Anyway, so we just started to make a descent. And like what I said, here in Mike Beach Resort, you have a family that's managing it, a Filipino wife, kids here, and also the son who's also a dive master. So if you want that's something that's personalized and more private, because there are only 8 rooms, you gotta check out his website, which is Mike's Beach Resort here in Dumaguete. What is this fish, Mike?
Is that a goby?
Yeah, it's a goby. Goby with a shrimp, right?
Yeah, right. Like me with the sun, huh? They come as a team.
You're being bothered by your son, huh? Okay, we're really enjoying a nice bottle of beer here while we're doing the annotation. Together with me, Yana is the daughter, who's a very, very pretty American girl. Look at that charming face. I wish one of these days she'll be diving together, Yana, and you'll be my model. So just tell your dad to teach you good buoyancy, okay? All right.
She's a good diver already for 7 years old.
Imagine that, huh?
Quite good.
Okay, so let's start describing the fish. Is this what kind? Is this a fish or a spider?
Yana, what is that?
Would you know that, Yana?
It's a shrimp.
It's a shrimp. Imagine, huh? Wow, that's really a nice shrimp there, huh? If you go diving here in Dumaguete, you have 2 choices. Either you do Apo Island, or if you want to save little money, you can just do the shore dive like what we're doing right now. These are basically shore diving in Dumaguete. And look at it, huh? So beautiful, and lots of fish, which they call the Dauin Sanctuary. Oh, no wonder there's so much fish, Ayana. Look at that, thousands and thousands and thousands of fish. Unbelievable, huh? And this is just in Dauin itself. That's your friend, Yana. That's the Nemo. Have you seen the movie of Nemo? All right. Look at them. Aren't they cute? Why don't you talk, Yana? So people can hear you.
That was her favorite movie when she was growing up.
Right.
Nemo. We only watched it about once a week.
How old are you, Yana?
7.
7. Look at that. At 7 years old, the father decided to teach her own daughter. So you are responsible to your own daughter because the minimum age is 10 years old.
Right. Well, if you're an instructor and it's your daughter, and she's been snorkeling since she was 2. So
Exactly.
She's been around the business. And of course, 5 meters is our maximum depth.
Just like me, I'm responsible to my son who's already diving at 6 years old. Diving is for everybody. The only reason why they cannot start the kids so young is because normally if a kid is below 10 years old, they don't want to obey the rules of diving because they want to be playful. And that's the reason why you can go so deep. And can you please educate me, Mike, on what kind of fish it is?
Little ones.
Yeah, little ones.
That's a bunch of small fish. I don't know. I've never even seen that school before.
Well, these are snappers that we see right now.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have your dive master with us here so he can help us identify the fish. And look at that, huh? Isn't that amazing? Being in the natural habitat of the fish instead of just staring them in the aquarium.
Much nicer to see them out in the wild.
Yeah.
Here's Gabriel,
yeah, right.
He's going to help us out with some of this fish identification.
Okay, Gabriel. Can you try to tell us what kind of fish do you see on the video right now, Gabriel?
I'm not sure what I'm saying, but it look like
It looks like a fish.
it's really cool, but
Violet, blue, and green fish, huh? Now,
colorful.
yeah, very colorful. That's why a fish book is very important. And those are cabbage corals there. And that's a whip coral, which I love to shoot. And
I'm showing you the big giant clam.
oh, a giant clam in Dauin Sanctuary, huh? That's really neat. How many of these giant clams you have, huh?
There must be at least a dozen in that sanctuary there.
Oh,
in,
a
Dublin.
dozen.
At least a dozen, yeah.
Wow. And this is again a friend of Yana because all the kids they just love Nemo. And every time you see Nemo, look at that. Okay? So please don't try to catch them because they'll never run away and that's their habitat and that's where they live. So Yana, every time you see Nemo, please don't try to catch them and bring a net.
Yeah.
Okay? Just observe them. Okay?
Yeah, when we first started snorkeling, that's what kept Yana interested in diving and snorkeling was Nemo, right, Yana? You remember that?
That's a pufferfish, Yana.
Yeah.
Okay. Look at this giant table coral, huh? My God, huh? You've got huge corals here, Mike, and thousands of fishes. I think these are basslets. Most of the tropical fish that we have in our country are mostly basslets, no? Ang dami
Yeah,
nila,
yeah, basslets are
napakarami, ha?
everywhere.
Oh, there, another giant clam.
Very nice. Another beautiful clam.
Right.
Yeah, Darwin Sanctuary has probably a dozen. Apple Island, not so many. But Darwin, a lot of clams.
Well, we're lucky we're still seeing the clams because a while ago I just saw a clam which was really empty.
On the dinner table.
No. I was diving, and anyway, you'll see it later, and that's really a pity because I don't know who's eating the meat of those.
That was here in Darwin or Apple?
That was in Apple.
Ah, okay.
Yes, it was a very sorry state. It's an empty clam there. So we're ending another beautiful day here in Darwin, and thank you to our dive master there. His name was that Marlon?
That's Marlon.
Marlon. And thank you again.
That's the father of Nemo, right?
Okay. And thank you again, Mike Bichusort. And we will be seeing you again. Huh?
Okay, great.